I'm looking better at least. Looking better than I was yesterday. And the day before that. Ugh. So, you know what? I want to get my cranberry whiskey drink out from here. Yeah. Ooh, some of that cranberry kind of frozen a little. Nice. Oh, you handsome dog, you. Look at you. Ah. Ugh. Boop. A MC of the sickest seas. D. Hope feeling better. Yeah, feeling better. Probably don't sound like it though. But yeah, I definitely don't sound like it. I don't exactly feel like it, but yeah, I'm getting better. I mean, if we're gonna look at it retrospectively from the last few days, definitely feeling a lot better. So as early this morning, I kind of decided to clean myself up a little bit, shower up a little, trim up some of this disheveled nonsense. So even if I'm not like totally 100% health-wise feeling better, I kind of at least personally feel a little better. I didn't do anything with this. I just kind of trimmed off all the other side shit because I'm gonna see if this will just kind of do its own thing a little bit. Because while it's small, it's actually kind of grown into a little something. So I'm just gonna kind of let it do its thing. Can I help you, baby? Man, my friends, I think it's called like Taste of Sweet Revenge, I think. It's like this sweet whiskey of some sort. Honestly, it's basically just fucking cough syrup. But I put a little bit of cranberry juice into it. It actually makes it kind of tolerable. And I've just basically been sipping on like half of this last night. And just kind of saved the other chunk of it for today. So I'm just kind of sipping on the rest of it. If anything, I'm actually probably just going to drink a good chunk of that right about now. Because honestly, I guarantee this probably is what's been helping me feel a lot better. Because at this point, it's really just me feeling like really fucking sore. And my body kind of like in recoup mode. Because, like, I still got like the sinus bullshit. Headache isn't really much of a thing now. I beat the Kingdom of America so hard it had a fascist revolution. What have you done to the United States, like, in your gameplay, dude? Like, what type of fucking weird, like, timeline did you just, like, make the USA go down? Like, wow. There we go. Alright, cool. I'm just kind of seeing what fun little stuff I can kind of look at here. Oh, damn. The Wallis-Annenberg Wildlife Crossing will be the world's largest wildlife overpass when it's completed around 2025. Constructed across the Ventura Freeway near LA, California, the 200-foot long, 165-foot wide corridor will provide safe crossing for mountain lions and other animals. That's pretty cool. Using vegetation and walls to block light and noise from vehicles. Cool. As part of this United States mod I have, where if you go off Democratic government, there's a chance America literally explodes into a bunch of post-US states. Jeez, really? I never really much. I know I'm browsing YouTube right now really too much. I was actually checking some shit out, but my brain is just still kind of all like bleh. Just bleh. Man, even with cranberry juice, that still tastes like cough syrup. It's like, I know, like, liqueur can sometimes strangely be a medicine at times, but, like, goddamn, I don't need it to taste like it. Because, honestly, this is probably the closest thing I can do to a hot toddy right now, is just get some cranberry juice and some, OJ. The fascist party for America is called the Southern Democrats. Why do I feel like, at least prior to the party switch in the United States, in our timeline, that's unironically what they would have called themselves? Like the Southern Democratic American Party or something? The Southern Democratic Confederate Party or something. Or like the Democratic Confederate Party or some shit. Like, it would have been named something like that. It would have definitely had a very strong tie into the whole Southern Democrat. My God, I just hate that name. Southern Democrat. Like, oh yes, we're Democrats, but we're above the fray. We're Southern. It's like, wow, yeah, okay, sure. Like, honestly, at this point, just, like, any mention of the word, like, Democrat, just to me, just is, like, very vehemently disgusting. I'm gonna just get immediately turned off by. Brothers of the Revolution. I like that. Brothers of the Revolution. I know in my Victoria 2 game, where I'm the US, I'm kind of letting a socialist kind of reform movement happen. But funny enough, like, a bunch of Dixie rebellionists rose up, and now the KKK have formed in, like, 1875. So now there's just, like, a bunch of, you know, like, these reactionaries that are kind of, like, you know, being militant, while slowly but surely, like, a lot of, you know, these more, like, socialist / liberal reformist types, you know, are kind of slowly gaining power. Where it's like, yeah, you have a very militant, loud minority, but, you know, you have a very slow-growing majority of people coming from that. You know, that sounds kind of familiar to current days. A very militant but loud minority. But yeah, the majority of the country does not believe anything they fucking believe. Weird. How the fuck is there a hair in there? You take your capital, you have a month to retake it, or you have a revolution. Damn. Yeah, remember when the first rebellion happened? At least for me. There was basically like 5 divisions of like, or 5 armies of like 3 divisions each. Mostly in Texas, out of all places. Basically, they just kind of sat there and did nothing. Like, honestly, if the AI was smart, they could have, because they actually did have troops by my capital, but even they didn't move. So it's like the AI recognized that it had a rebellion, but they didn't do anything with the actual troops. So the AI just, like, I guess, was just thinking, hey, we'll just take these provinces and then move. But because I have, like, 3 massive standing armies of, like, 40 plus divisions, it's just like, like, good luck, bud. I mean, I at least have, like, 4 grand standing armies, and then I think, like, 1 smaller one of, like, 20, and then the other 3 are 40 plus. So it's like if I could, I can make, like, 5 30 unit plus armies, or have, like, a bunch of big ones. They moved to neighboring states. Germany is still a mess. Yeah, in my game, Europe is, like, pretty... You know, I did bring my laptop in here, but I might as well pop it up. But, yeah, at least in my game, like, Germany is... Well, Europe in general is actually all pretty unified. I actually think Austria-Hungary is at war with Germany, last time I checked. So there's a strong possibility that Austria-Hungary is going to break apart. And it's because of, I guess, due to some sort of, like, Moldova crisis of some sort. I don't know. But honestly, I kind of want to, like, do some ventures once, like, I kind of get a little more socialistic-y. But, of course, especially it just being the vanilla game. And honestly, like, there's still some shit I need to figure out about Victoria 2. Like, is there actually a way to fucking, like, build up infrastructure? Because, honestly, that is really, kind of annoying. Because I'm looking at a lot of different, because I'm, you know, like, there's some places that I'm looking at, I'm just like, hey, why, you know, can't I just build infrastructure here? Because I don't see an option to do it. And I feel like I'm an idiot, because I'm sure it's somewhere around. Like, I'm sure it's, like, available to look at, I just haven't found it yet. Like, it took me forever to find out how to speed up time in the game. You have to let capitalists build your infrastructure. Oh, we have to just let them do it. So what, they just, like, purposely just let other parts of the country just be heavily undermined with infrastructure? Stupid. Unless you're a state capitalist or commie or fascist and you can build it. Well, I most certainly would prefer to do it myself, because honestly, I'm kind of used to that type of game style anyway. Here, move this down here. Take a break from sipping my cough syrup concoction thing. My cough syrup flavored whiskey. Should probably be careful calling it that. You two might actually think I'm meaning actual cough syrup or something. Yeah, I'm just gonna be sitting here sipping on that lean. Oh man, goddamn. Sipping on that lean, baby. I think socialists will be capitalists, but also let you build. But that just might be my historical flavor mod talking. You got to, yeah, like, you have to consider vanilla versus mods. Like, I don't have mods for this. But, oh, yes. But yeah, it looks like Austria-Hungary is actually being all fucking, kind of conquered out and shit, so... Yeah. Okay. I haven't played Vanilla Vicky since I got the historical mods. Well, we'll start thinking like Vanilla Vicky. Because that's mainly the way you're gonna have to, like, think about this. And also, it literally took me until today to figure out that there's other, like, trees of research you can do, because I literally just saw the army focus tree. Shut up! Not in the mood for that, bro. Don't. Fuck off! Shut up! Shut up! Shut it! Anyway. But it took me forever to realize there's, like, the army tree and then, like, the Navy, commerce, culture, and industry trees. It took me forever to realize that these were all a thing. Cost my seatbelt was a booth.
Barkers. Still want to play with keys? That's what I thought.
Pause that real quick. It's not pausing it, fuck. I just want to see the countries with, like, the most negative. Mexico has a very hostile relation with me. I could try to do some, war goals. Cut down the size, dismantle fortifications, humiliate, add to sphere. You get a fuckload of immigration. How's I mean, I'm doing better. Yeah, I could probably do a dismantle fortification goal, but nah, I'm not gonna do that. I kind of want to do some more expansion grab here, and I feel like Mexico would be a perfect opportunity to start that. Wait, British Canada? Wait, did, like, Canada become its own thing? It's no longer the Dominion of Canada. Wait, Canada is its own country now? I thought it became its, like, historically it became its own country after World War I. So I guess by 1880, like, actual Canada, like, at least becomes somewhat autonomous. That's sweet, sweet oil deposits that pop up in late game. You know, considering how I'm advancing when it comes to some of my shit, I might be able to actually do that. British AI can create Canada for the decision. Ah. Hmm. Oh. Trying to think what I could do. I could policy stuff here. Oh, I could actually do some reforms here. Political parties. Non-secret ballots versus secret ballots. Because I have, Proportional represent. Vote franchise. Weight universal. Weighted universal. Yeah, we're actually gonna make it all universal. Yeah. Oh shit! An oil well found in Houston. Oil! Oil! Some beer hall's opening. Cool. I'm okay with that. Oh wow, and I immediately get, something to remove it. Destitution and poverty. What? I like how it's just like, hey, beer halls are a thing? Well, you know what? That's why there's destitution and poverty. Even though, even in the game, it basically will tell you, it's like, other outside observers may say it could literally be because, conditions, for standards of living and work is shit. It's like, yeah, so we're not shutting down beer halls just because a few prudes think otherwise. Fuck that shit. Alright, who insulted me? The Ottoman Empire? Could I do anything to them? It would actually be kind of funny if I did. Because if I did, that would be kind of hilarious. But how would I get to them? I would have to go through the Strait of Gibraltar. Or somehow get access via the Danish Africa or French Algeria or some shit. Huh. Well. Don't want to fuck Sophia's? Or are you too far away to, not give a shit? Yeah, I think they're too far away for me to give a shit. Discovering that cooking used to be interesting. Used to? I mean, cooking is interesting. Oh shit. I could force through some healthcare. I could literally force healthcare. I can actually be more impactful in the United States in this game than the entire Democratic Party has ever been in the last 12 to 15 years of their existence. By literally just forcing some shit. It's like, damn, son. $500 for a full sleeve of symbiote tentacles crawling up my arm. Dude, that would be pretty badass. Cabby has back in action. It's warm, so That's why I'm wearing it. Learn something that'll at least keep me warm, but also, you know, be comfortable, because I'm still kind of feeling shitty. Definitely a lot better than I have been. Let's go over to something else. I mean, feeling how my symptoms were, it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't seem like it was COVID. I think it was just a really severe case of flu, because honestly, if it was COVID, I probably would have been feeling legitimately really sick for a while. Like, not for like a day and then just feel like I've been beaten the fuck out of for like yesterday and today. Like, and honestly, outside of just feeling really fucking worn out right now, like, I am feeling, you know, actually alright. But, like I said, I just feel really fucking worn out. That's pretty much about it, but I think that's just because my body's recouping. Alright, I have venison by tentacles on my left arm. Next one's gonna be carnage tentacles going on my right arm. Nice. Ooh. Economy debated. Ooh. Oh, there's immigration debate. Full citizenship. Let's do that. Actually, it looks like half the population supports that anyway. Want to get a hammer and sickle tap, but I'm gonna wait till I'm out of the south for that one. You could do something a little more subtle, like the wobbly tabby cat. Like, it's a little bit more obscure and not as many people know about the connotations of it. Okay, hammer and sickle, let's go Brandon Tat. Yeah, let's go Brandon, right in front of the Soviet fucking flag, bro. You know what I find funny, though? I mean, speaking of which, is that, like, if you played the Confederate States of America and Victoria 2 and somehow make them go communist like you did, Venom, like, honestly, the communist flag for the Confederacy actually looks pretty cool. I mean, strangely enough, I actually kind of wish that the actual US flag was the communist version of that, because, you know, it actually does look kind of dope. I kind of like the little tricolor and then the little corner being like a really cool, like, star little wreath emblem thing. But I just also like it that you can somehow make the Confederacy have a redemption arc and make them go communist. It's just like, oh yeah, we had a rebellion and didn't like our population rebelled against us and became like, which, you know, thinking about it could have happened. Because, like, the idea of slavery and shit, even let's say hypothetically, like, you know, there was like some sort of a standstill or like, you know, some sort of like a ceasefire or some shit and the South kind of lived. Like, even then, like, it would only be a matter of time before there would just be so much revolt, rebellion, you know, even from the outside to where it just, you know, wouldn't have been sustainable. Like, there's going to be no real way they're going to be able to suppress, you know, like an entire slave population for so long. Like, maybe for a while, but especially considering, like, an actual full-on fucking war for it, and then, you know, all the other instability that's been growing from that, too, and also a lot of very staunch socialist thinking that was on the rise during that time, too. It strikes me as something that just would not have lasted, even if the Confederacy did survive. Because even if it did, it would have likely been overthrown and rebelled, like, within itself. Slaves are collectively owned. No, it would basically be like... I mean, it wouldn't be... I don't know. Like, I'm assuming it would basically be, like, slaves and then, like, peasant white folk basically rise up against the fucking wealthy landowners who have the slaves and shit. And they're the ones who run the state, basically. So, if anything, it would probably be more of like an egalitarian type of society, kind of like based on a more communistic, socialist society. At least what I would think. Because honestly, like, even during the Civil War, there was like little mini rebellions within the South, and a lot of them were called Southern Unionists. And a lot of it was because they were like Unionists, but they were in the South, so to speak. But not officially. Like, they weren't officially a part of the Union. They were just called that just because, well, they fought with them, so to speak. Just not directly on the front lines. The most famous one is the Free State of Jones, which I think was in either Missouri or Mississippi. Pretty sure Mississippi. And a lot of those Southern Unionist types were not just, you know, very poor white folk, but also a lot of liberated slaves or runaway slaves. And also a lot of women, too, that didn't, you know, like the idea of themselves being subjugated either. So there's a lot of, like, equality going on within a lot of these different, like, little mini, like, Union enclaves, so to speak, within the South. Even during the actual war. So it just kind of makes me think that, like, even if the South were to survive, you know, the Civil War, it still wouldn't have survived. It would have been co-opted and probably eventually just been reassimilated back to the U.S. Oh, Jesus. A bunch of American reactionaries. If fucking Yemen insulted me, Yemen's just like, fuck you, bro. What the fuck, Yemen? What did I ever do to you? Like, I got, like, some goddamn rebellion I just gotta deal with now. Like, hold up. Oh my god, it's basically all in the South. Of course. Alright. Time to do a little bit of radical reconstruction. We're just about to do a little bit of radical reconstruction here now. In Communist Confederacy, you share everything, including your sister. But then it wouldn't be necessarily incest if you're sharing your sister. I like how I'm having, like, no casualties in any of these battles. And pretty much, like, I am not leaving any survivors at all. It's like, survivors? What are those? Oh. Like, Geneva Conventions? You mean suggestions? Well, that was easy. I just kind of Oh, wait, there's one more. There's one more. There's one more hiding way up here. What the fuck? There's one hiding in fucking Des Moines. Well, little bitch ass is trying to hide out in Des Moines. There we go. Did I get them all? Yeah, I got them all. Man, these fucking Klansmen trying to do their goddamn reactionary bullshit. I'm assuming these reactionary rebellions are just basically a bunch of Klansmen who decide to get a little extra ornery. Beware, they will clump up on your capital and make it a bitch to fight. And yeah, none of them have done anything to even, like, really do a thing about it, honestly. Like, none of them have moved or tried to, like, do anything to actually, like, you know, maybe make it an advantage for them. I'm just now discovering oil left and right. Like, oh my god. It's like America's just like, I smell oil. Oh shit, I'm not researching shit. Research shit. Research things. Haha, hee hee. Ho ho, yuck yuck. Okay. Would you go to prom with me? Well, I mean, I don't really do proms. So one time I went to one, it was kind of meh. Like, honestly, like, the way I've seen, you know, like, proms is basically just, like, this thing that basically, that gets hella overhyped up. But, like, honestly, it's just kind of meh. Bort is back. Bort? And more aggressive than ever. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Is that your ban from my prom? How do you get banned from a prom? Went to junior prom, my date. Yeah, my best friend in front of me, heartbroken, didn't go next year. Oh, damn, bro. Damn. I mean, for me, it's like I went with one of my friends who was kind of curious about going. So I said, fuck it, why not? And, though she ended up basically just, like, not hanging out with me, like, at all. Outside of maybe, like, 3 different occasions. And I was just like, okay. So I ended up just hanging out with all the other bros. And we all just kind of sat at a table, just kind of drinking some sodas, just kind of chatting it up. Just kind of fucking off. Way to make fuck overpriced. Yeah. Honestly, basically, it was just, yeah, it's just kind of meh. Like, proms are just, like, way fucking overhyped. Basically, principal disliked me, more specifically my fashion choices. I'm kind of curious what the, like, what these, like, fashion choices might have been. Or universal healthcare. I don't know. Probably in a country that's legitimately more enlightened than America. You're saying that like that's somehow owned. And you know, I feel like it's very significantly better today than even yesterday. And even the day before, so... Like, yeah, I've been sick, but seem to be recovering pretty well, all things considered. Got by Fort. Oh, so it's the best in the world if you have the money for it. So it's not. I've read Flintstone tunic. I wore a few times. Clear vinyl too, and it's a necklace. Oh, well, that's not even that bad. You're, at that point, that's just kind of being a little, like, jokester. And if I asked you, you would have healthcare. Wait, so we're in favor of universal healthcare just under a very specific ideology? But just not on any other ideologies. Odd. Get them what? Oh my god, like I could give a fuck. It's like I'd still, want there to be universal healthcare for everybody. Regardless, like I could give a fuck whether someone's white or not. That's like literally the least of my concerns about somebody. Hey, graduate your... Well, it sounds like your principal was a cunt. Uh-oh, you wore the Fred Flintstones, tunic once. You might be wearing something inappropriate, like, some crazy-ass, like, Velma sweater. Uh-oh, we can't have that. It's like, Jesus Christ. I'm just gonna turn that on, actually. Thank you for not calling me Little Husky. Oh, yeah, you forgot to remind me. Yeah. I just haven't found an opportunity to call you that yet. Little Husky. And by the way, white ain't right. It's just an arbitrary thing. Eyesore? Okay. Little baby husky's back. Yeah. Honestly, deep down inside, you kind of like it. Oh. I can insert claims into different little areas and insert some positions. I think I'll just fall back with that. Oh shit, what's over here? What happened with Austria-Hungary? Are they still... What's happened with them? Oh shit, the Second Austro-Hungarian liberation of Istria. What the fuck? And there's all sorts of random things going on in Europe right now. Like, Austria-Hungary is literally getting gangbanged by Italy and Germany, and I think Russia? No, Russia is the ally of them, okay. So, who... Oh, Moldova. Oh, wait, no, Romania. Okay. So, Romania is a thing, and they're allied with Poland. Okay. They're just kind of chilling. Okay. Free from the anxiety of choice. The anxiety of choice? What? I don't get anxiety from, like, choices and shit. Like, what? Oh, what the fuck is this? Off right back in it. Oh shit. Ukraine's a thing. Asked us to back their side in the current crisis. Is there a crisis going on? Let's see what that does if I back them. Oh! No, that liberates Ukraine from Poland. Oh! Okay. Oh, let's go to diplomacy here. Cool. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, cool. Well, Ukraine's now a little baby state in Europe. Because I just basically went to Poland and was like, yo, ultimatum with this whole crisis that you got going on. And they're just like, okay. Alright, we understand. So I guess now, because of that, I basically just kind of, like, by proxy, just, like, made Ukraine, like, forever indebted to me, I guess. Because now they're just, like, buddy-buddies with me instantly. So, that's nice. Yo, what in the fuck is this now? It's not reactionaries, but anarcho-libs? What? Wait. What an oxymoron. Oh my sweet... Oh god. Oh my sweet baby race. What happened here? Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Sweet baby Jesus. Oh my fucking god, they're everywhere. Sweet baby Jesus, what just happened? Whoa! Anarcho-liberals, Lamau, and they're everywhere! I'm not even fucking shitting ya! They are literally everywhere! Oh my god! There's so many! Why is there so many of them? Jesus! I'm just trying to, like, figure out how to deal with this now. All I know is now I'm gonna just start... Ooh! I can see where I can have planes. Oh, hell yeah. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. I bet anarcho-liberal is just a nicer way of saying ANCAPs. Probably. Wait, what's all this? What's all this here now? Kind of reads like a poem. Is that a poem? They set up a bougie democracy. Well, I definitely don't need bougie democracy. I want, like, you know, pretty much the opposite as such. I mean, don't worry. This will be dealt with. It's just a little annoying considering that I didn't expect so goddamn many. So we're just gonna have to deal with them, you know, just one by one. Alright. Let's kind of start to slow... Alright, so far, so good. Alright. I have to, like, micromanage this shit a little bit. Where to go next? We'll have to go there. Okay. Yes, this poem. There's one that tells you army to automatically hunt rebels. Oh. Pause that there. Hopefully my other forces start getting recruited pretty soon, too. I'm actually cutting through these guys pretty quick. It's just kind of time consuming. All things considered. Oh, I see what you mean. Shit, rebels are getting kind of close to Washington. I don't like that. I ain't gonna be doing conscripts. I actually want to have, like, some actual fucking troops. Especially for this shit. I actually kind of cut for a nice fucking good chunk of these guys now, though, so... I'm not honestly really worried about this now. It just looked like a lot of them, but there was just so many small numbers. Wait, was there more of them? I was just saying there's like... Oh my god! Man, anarcho-libs are really... fucking having it out right now. This is getting tedious. Jesus. Blah, 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 blah. I just keep winning all these damn battles. Alright. Alright, that was one. Put you over there. Put you there. Alright. It's actually starting to look pretty okay now. Whoa. I know I missed most of the stream when I hear anarcho-liberals. Yeah, I'm playing Victoria too, so, like, I just had, like, insane fat-ass anarcho-liberal rebellions just happen literally everywhere. And I've been just kind of quelling that shit down a little bit. So, it's been pretty interesting, to say the least. I think it's just because there's been, like, legitimately, like, a lot of different, like, socialist reform shit that's been happening a lot lately in my game, so I don't think the bougie upper class like that. Oh my god, that whiskey flavored cough syrup. Gotta love it. Let's see. Yeah, moving there, okay. Cool. Alright. Current self and anarcho-liberals about use stone to crypto. I would imagine. By the storm born in the sacred fields of flooding. Is that two opposite sides of the spectrum? I'm pretty sure, yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure they're, like, ideologically really, like, kind of different ideas. I wouldn't necessarily say maybe, like, the exact opposite. But, yeah, they're pretty staunchly different from one another. Okay, move it down there. And let's go down there. Move it up there. Cool. Mark some bitches. Oh, come on. Give me little sneakers like that. More? Are we serious? Dude, these anarcho-libs are just fucking not let me just have a break, are they? More of them. I'm not even kidding. There's more. Like, they are just about wanting to fuck my day up, are they? Like, what the fuck is this shit? Boo. Like, oh my god. Absurd. Like, actual absurdity. Like, more of them rose up, dude. Bruh. Jesus Christ. Well, this is just starting to get ever so mildly tedious. Just mildly. Oh my god. We should live in Vermont, land Sanders, Bernie. Land of Sanders, of Benny. I mean, honestly, like, it probably won't be too bad. I know it's pretty much like a lot more rural in a lot of ways in comparison to like where I would live, but also a little bit more condensed too. Yeah, people have a good mix of security and freedom. I still understand why that's just been called moderate. Yeah. I mean, if anything, that could mean all sorts of different ideas. I mean, because that, you know, could be taken, you know, some moderate ways, but also have a little bit, maybe more of the libertarian bent to it, or maybe even a little bit more of an authoritarian bent to it. Just kind of depending on how people perceive, you know, the give or take of that. What's this? Okay. Alright, looks like this last little hunk of rebellions is actually a lot smaller than the last few that just happened. So luckily it ain't too bad, but it's still kind of annoying. Alright, move you up there. No, not that way. There. Yep. Nice. Alright. Cool. Okay, so yeah, okay. Okie dokie, it looks like I pretty much have this all in the bag. The last few are about to be tackled with. Alright, cool. One right there. There. Is that it? Oh my god, I think I might have finally dealt with them. I think I finally got them all. I did. Okay. Finally. Well, that was goddamn annoying. I know for the stream, I figured out 7 I probably watch them often. Yeah. I usually just do these on a reg. Usually in a better health situation because I'm recovered from being sick the last couple days. Because I usually be a little bit more like, another one? Are we fucking kidding me? These are not gonna stop, are they? Jesus Christ! Christ almighty! What the fuck, man? This is getting... Oh my... Okay. Venom, tips, how do I deal with this? Like, this is starting to get really fucking, like, ridiculous. I don't want to have to deal with this, like, every few months. What the fuck? How do I deal with rebellions? Wait, what's this? Valley Kings, potential dinosaurs, blah, 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 blah. But what's this do? Evaluation rights. Seward's Icebox. Oh! The Alaska Purchase? Yeah. Oh, they declined it? Ooh. What's your population, militancy? Here. I'm assuming it'd be in the population tab, right? And at least from what I can tell, I don't know. Would it be in the military tab? Chance of rebellions. Well, I figured that. I figured it would probably, you know, like, more militant my people are, the more they're gonna fucking wanna, like, you know, pick up arms, I guess. I'm just trying to figure where I can look at that. I'm assuming population, but I just don't see it here. Unless I'm just... Oh, is that it right there? I mean, I can't... Oh, the average militancy of our population is 5.72. That it will change plus 0.05 next. Okay, so it keeps right... Okay, so what the fuck? So that's why. It's high as fuck. Is this game? It's Victoria 2. If you're familiar with Paradox Interactive, it's one of their games. Here, I can actually pull it up on screen here real quick. Well, not like on screen, but I can just flip my camera around over here. But, yeah, you can see what I mean by this fucking absurdity, though, with these rebellions, because look at this bullshit. Look at all this nonsense here. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Absurdity. But, yeah, so, at least in this game, you know, you got, like, your whole production line and shit. It's budgets, you know, tech, all, you know, your basic little things that you would need and shit, you know, for all this type of stuff here. But actually I want to, because I actually could do some, actually want to try to do that. Did that help at all? I can't tell. It's like managing a war. Well, more or less just managing a nation. Like, for example, because I'm in the United States, you know, like, some of the stuff I could do managing my country, or at least in the game, is that I can also release other nations. Like, there's Desiree, which is basically just Mormon, Utah. And then there's, like, the Cherokee Nation, California Republic, Texas, and, you know, shit like that. But also, you can basically be in these other countries that are here. So it's like Russian Empire, and I actually just helped out Ukraine over here. So Ukraine's kind of their own little thing now, vibing. So, because there was like a little whoa. Well, it looks like the Austro-Hungarian Empire doesn't exist, and they're now known as the Danubian Confederation. Oh, so I guess they reformed to a democracy. I guess that's why. Huh. Okay. Well, yeah, it's just, I guess that shows you what weird shit can happen in this game. Yeah, so it's just like, different shit can happen like that. Like, you know, what I've been doing here is slowly but surely kind of been doing, like, reforms that would be kind of like, you know, like either like libertarian socialist leaning or democratic socialist-esque in nature and shit, pro-union, like pro-labor type of stuff, and I guess the bougie like upper class strata has not been liking that because they've been getting more militant because of that shit. Actually. Hint tab an event for your population to lose one consciousness or one militancy. Well, I wouldn't necessarily want him to lose the consciousness, I just want him to lose the militancy. I'm sure like that militancy will actually drop as soon as I actually deal with these rise of fucking like rebels again. It's just annoying. Oh yeah, the militancy did go down. Narcolos who keep coming until you lower the militancy. Well, it got lowered. At least a little bit. Oh boy, oh shit. The communism agenda. We want to know we need a free society. Where no one is considered to be superior and no one is left behind, and where mankind is free from oppression and scarcity. We need a society without a government, without a class divisions, and the local control the means of productions. Okay. I like how that's just literally the one thing. Enables communists in the world. Hey. That's giving me some ideas. Oh, okay. Because they don't really spawn in many numbers, it's actually really easy to deal with these rebels, but it's still annoying. I find this tedious because I'd rather just focus on dealing with other shit, like, and make sure my research is all Gucci and slowly but surely enacting stuff without this militancy bullshit. Which is just making me having to be a little bit more aware of it next time around. Did I finally get them all? Almost. These are the last ones. Right? Yeah. Yep, okay. I got them. Well, until 1900, but once it does, whatever you do, don't let Germany fall, or you'll have a huge war in here for the end game. Oh boy. Well, yeah, because that's basically World War II. Alright. Cool. Germany gets a ridiculous amount of troops for the end game. That kind of makes me have an idea for maybe playing another playthrough in this game. I could assert a position in Sweden for, like, colonial expansionism. What the fuck? What the hell, bro? I could be like, hey, Sweden, can we colonize you? You're looking pretty nice with your timber. Hmm. It's like, oh my god, bro. Oh, sweet baby race. Alright. Doing more social reform stuff, and that's actually helped a lot. Looks like I've actually quelled down the militancy quite a bit now. So I think I should be okay from that shit now. Yay! Still, that was pretty absurd. But, considering what's happening with all this shit, y'all. Boo. Hey, more research. Sweet. Cool. I probably was in charge of Gov. I think it's the Republican Party, but the Socialist Party was basically like damn near at like 40%, despite Republican Party having just a little bit less than that, even though they were still technically in the head. It was just a little odd. I was like, huh?
Look up. Just go.
Took off.
Feel better today?
Yeah, I'm feeling better.
Yeah. How was that pineapple?
Yeah, it was alright. It's not my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the other ones, at least.
Did you try the Sweet Revenge?
What this shit that basically tastes like cough syrup. I mean, I made a glass for last night, but then you ended up drinking all of it.
That bad?
I just put cranberry juice in it. I've just been sipping on it.
Make it taste better?
Yeah. Goofy dog. Party can have a bigger slice of Congress. No one's charged matters. Your voice. That's which way to vote. You can overturn using national focuses. Change party disloyalty. Hey, I do like that. I think I've already figured that part out. Can't pay for safe work conditions. Yeah, can I do that? Oh, not yet. I want to, though.
change my face out.
Hmm?
How'd you change my face out?
What?
My face. That piercing? The one I had in it. Was that green one?
Oh.
It wasn't feel too hot.
Hmm.
So I just put it still in it. So did you mix it with cranberry juice, or you should mix it with cranberry?
I did mix it with cranberry juice.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna have it just straight up. Especially after I tasted it. I put a little bit in there first just to see how it tastes. I'm like, alright, it's not bad. I'm definitely putting cranberry juice in there. And I did, and it kind of helped, but...
It's so... that sweet.
I mean, it straight up just tastes like fucking cough syrup, at least like raw.
It's harsh.
Yeah. No, it did help, for sure. So.
What else do you think would be good in it?
I don't know.
Just some berries, kind of?
Yeah, maybe like a strawberry, kiwi, something maybe. I'd imagine, but
Here's I got from whatever you want to put in.
my body's still in recoup mode, so my brain isn't in 100%, efficiency.
You're recouping.
Yeah, it's at like more like 40 to 60% depending on like energy levels throughout the day.
Well, you were telling me when I came home. You were like, I'm sick. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, well, cause you just kind of popped in randomly. I'm like, I don't want you getting sick. No. So, but as long as you just kind of,
I was in the front. I was in your doorway. I wasn't in.
Yeah. Well, yes, but it should be okay. But.
Dude, if I ever get sick, it's a rare fucking occurrence.
Yeah. I mean, same for me. Oh my god, these rebellions again.
So let me guess, you won't get sick again?
Hmm?
You won't get sick again? This is your one-time sick?
I mean, it probably will be a while, but, if I do. So, yeah. Last time I got sick was actually just before COVID, but that was like a really bad stomach bug.
Yeah.
So, that was years ago. And more goddamn rebellions, but this time there was only like 3 of them.
So, Daddy, you were being a terrorist? Huh?
Well, yeah, because he hasn't been able to be played with for a while, because I definitely don't got energy for it.
No, you came over and looked at me. I'm like, what? You probably... No! When you heard me yelling at him today, he was getting on top of his kennel. There was something in the kennel that he was trying to get on top of. I'm like, what are you doing, dog?
Huh.
Have you seen the other thing? Your fluff ball?
What about him?
Where is he?
Last time I saw him, he was in here, but I think he went outside.
Oh.
Little bandito. I like how pretty much all these fucking little rebellions are basically just being easily like fucking quashed now that the militancy's like really fucking been put down a lot. So at least that's nice. Have you going to maul anything with mud today? When the fuck is that? I probably should know when that is, but I'm just gonna be honest. Like, especially considering that I've just been kind of like sick the last couple days. I just haven't been able to like just think about that type of shit right now. Oh my god, ugh. Wait, what the hell is this tiny thing? Krakow. A little city-state of Krakow. Okay, I guess that's just a thing. So I guess there's like a great war going on here too. Like, what the fuck is all that all about? Apparently that is happening. Is it? Alright. Oh, that's a show. Um. Oh shit. Man, there's a lot of different stuff happening at once right now. Yeah. Okay, bada boom boom boom. To go to... Where was it? There it is. Meh. Cool. Cool. Has Scout for Africa happened yet? I don't think so. I mean, not from what it looks like. So, doubt it. Ugh. Trying to... see what can happen to that. Oh, this. Kind of wondering how I can try to get the Communist Party to kind of get influenced up to the top a little bit. Been 6,000 first in Communist Revolution. Well, what if I want to do it in a more proper way? The Republican Party's still kind of the ruler and all this shit. So it looks like I can at least still enact a lot of my reforms and stuff. Common Party loyalty didn't piss off said communists enough for them to rebel. Which national focuses are primarily in like state by state from the looks of it. So Yeah, my favorite avocado slice. I'm an avocado slice. Hey, we discovered antitrust laws. I like that idea. Let's kind of accept that. Italy likes to make fun of me a lot. I think I'm gonna have to really do something about Italy. Really have to, maybe teach them what's for, you know what I'm saying? Not exactly liking how they treat me. They literally keep insulting me and my ambassadors. New upper house stuff change. Cool. Sweet. You know what? Hold on. El Salvador want to do some shit? I saw that. Where are they? That's Costa Rica. They're... yeah, right there. You know what? You know what? We'll also... alright. This'll be fun. Can I move it over there? Come on. Alright, I'm gonna pause that real quick. Is there a way to fucking get you on a goddamn boat? Oh, I can only carry a certain amount at a time, huh? Hold on. I'll just do... oh, I know what I can just do. I actually haven't really done it that much. Ooh. There we go. Would you take it as a compliment if I told you that I like you more than barley and kale? I mean, I'd just be more curious on how I'm kind of related to food. Oh, well, that would probably explain it. Okay. Okie dokie. Cool. Alright. Kind of figured that all out. And oh my god, those like navel noises are actually legit kind of annoying now I'm hearing that. Any more of these pieces of shit? Are we serious? A fuck you. Big Horn. Weird anarcho-lib rebel pieces of shit. I got a war with El Salvador to fight, damn it. Something I find easy to use metaphorically. Doing so with metaphor. Oh my god, so much stuff keeps popping up. And Jesus Christ, why did I just like decide to do a mass spam of like building naval vessels? Why did I think that was a good idea? Jesus. Fucking hell. Wait until you hear the hammers of train tracks being finished one after the other. Oh my god. It's probably going to be even more annoying. Alright, El Salvador, time to get murked. Well, that was kind of easy and quick. That wasn't even a challenge. Damn. Well, that was... wow. That barely took any time at all. Jesus Christ. That was just kind of quick and easy. Bada bean and a bada boom. That's why I call a winner winner a chicken dinner. actually do a little save on that, actually. Save it. There we go. Gotta put outside for right now. Gotta take a break from this absurdity. Because I have a very strong feeling I'm probably going to be dealing with more of these stupid rebels slowly but surely over time anyway. Because I guess they're likened to be a very common occurrence and nuisance. Yeah. Well, look at you. Look at you, little sweet baby. Why do you have to be so damn cute? Stop being cute. It's ridiculous. You don't got it right. You don't got it right, bro. Look at you, man. You ain't got no right looking as cute as you do. Oh, now you're stretching off like a little string bee? Really? Really, bro? Squeaky, squeaky, scratchy. You sweet little thing. Look at you. What? What's up? This is like countless militant social surveillance in a communist country, Lamau. So you're somehow getting like the opposite? My lord. Can I help you? You got this paw on my leg. Come on, man. Come on, Jack. What's of this malarkey? The latest news report. I think so. Well, there's actually two, but yeah, it looks like I saw both of them. The Amazon Union organizer, give Lindsey Graham a nice little, kind of like half-assed little roasting. Half-assed little roast in his call out about Amazon boozes. And of course, then also Dem leadership rally behind anti-abortion conservatives. Which, honestly, isn't even fucking unique to the Democratic Party anyway. Like, a lot of these fucking old dino types and shit were never really in favor of it in the first place. Like, if anyone remembers fucking Hillary's VP potential, like, Tim Kaine, if anyone remembers that fuck's name, like, he was somebody who was considered anti-abortion. It's like, that seems odd. Oh, you're so pro-woman and all this other shit, but yet you have a lot of people that tend to be pretty much like, you know, against these ideas. I mean, like, I'm just like so fucking done with this whole like harm reduction bullshit that just keeps getting pushed endlessly by these fucks. Because it's just tiring, especially when I feel vindicated like 90% of the time, every time this shit happens. I mean, it's just like, maybe, you know, like, this whole, like, fucking duopoly type of thing isn't necessarily working. Maybe going, like, a totally full different, you know, like, outlet is probably a better way to go. Like, taking more local direct action approaches. Because evidently, you know, like, the bigwigs up top, they never gave a fuck about you in the first place, and they keep proving that. So if it ain't now, then I don't know what it will be. Here, Here, we can actually check out that little thing here.
It is truly incredible to know
too
Democrats
quiet.
are so shameless that in the same week that they are denouncing the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade, they're campaigning, doing rallies for an anti-abortion Democrat named Henry Cuellar. And it's not like he's the only option. This is the Democratic Party primary where a progressive woman who is pro-choice is running. And who did Democratic Party leadership choose to back? Henry Cuellar. They're doing rallies for him this week. Nancy Pelosi is, and Jim Clyburn is. Yeah, but yet they're denouncing the decision to repeal Roe v. Wade by the Supreme Court. It's
and also, oh my God, you know what? Hold on, you know what? That just reminds me of something. I'll be right back. Just give me like 2 seconds. Oh my, you know what? Okay. Ugh. That just like fucking honestly dead ass reminds me about this. Ugh. It's just like Speaker Nancy Pelosi has a final message for Oregonians. Ugh. And it's just like, Jesus Christ. Gross. It's been a leader in helping pass the Biden agenda, which is literally nothing. Like, good lord, this is just so disgusting. Look at this. Like, you know what? I have a very strong urge, and I just really have a very strong urge to just be like, just fucking, you know what? Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. That's what you get. That's what you get. Wow. Well, what type of fucking paper did he use? Jesus Christ. Man, even in paper form, she's, like, indestructible. Ugh. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay, yeah, wow. Wow. I was hoping maybe I would be able to do something about that, but damn. As a vital message, yeah, and the message is that they can go fuck themselves. Because, at least for me, they're especially gonna get shit out of me. Besides, I already made my choice on that. It's honestly, like, especially Schrader, like, he was pretty much like another one of these fucking, like, dino, you know, fucking, like, Republican type fucking Democrats. So it's like, yeah, especially in an area around here, like, why do we, like, why in the fuck, you know, would we want someone like him? Like, boo. Like, honestly, it's about fucking time he's, you know, actually, you know, might be able to be getting rid of. Nancy Pelosi is fire-darted. I know, dude. It's just like, what the fuck?
But it's still shocking how brazen they are. Now, thankfully, voters are noticing this, and there is backlash. As Brett Wilkins of Common Dreams explains, in the wake of the bombshell leak of a U.S. Supreme Court draft opinion likely signifying the reversal of Roe v. Wade, progressives on Tuesday blasted the three ranking House Democrats for voicing support for reproductive rights while continuing to back anti-choice Representative Henry Cuellar's bid for re-election in Texas. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Majority Leader Steny Hoyer, and Majority Whip James Clyburn all expressed alarm over the prospect that the landmark 49-year-old Supreme Court ruling guaranteeing the right to abortion will be overturned while affirming their support for reproductive respective rights. However, critics took all three Democratic leaders to task for their endorsements of Cuellar, the House Democrat with the strongest anti-choice record. A day after his office and home were raided by FBI agents in January as part of a federal probe relating to the country of Azerbaijan, Cuellar remotely addressed the Democrats for Life annual march for Life breakfast in Washington, D.C., and was awarded the group's Legislator of the Year award for his defense of life from womb to tomb. Oh, that's hilarious. He's defending life from womb to tomb. But yet, if, that life needs healthcare, sorry, you can die if you can't afford it. Unbelievable.
Gotta love it. I love, some of these weird little quirky fucking, jingo words that they'll use to try to tug at your heartstrings, too. We shall protect you from the womb to the tomb. It's just Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god. I just, hear that shit, and I just want to immediately tell people to just, fuck off when they do that. Womb to tomb, Lamau. I know, dude. I just, I think, when I think of someone trying to virtue some shit like that at me, I just want to immediately, kind of slap them in the face with fermented fish and tell them to go fuck themselves. Oh my, ugh. Absurd.
Just Pelosi, Hoyer, and Clyburn who have endorsed him. I believe it's also Hakeem Jeffries, too. So all of Democratic leadership is rallying behind this forced birther over a progressive woman. This is who's leading the Democratic Party, and you wonder why it's in such bad shape. I mean, if they put half as much effort into fighting Republicans as hard as they fight progressives, then perhaps we might actually have some progress in this country. But they don't fight the people in their country who are obstructing them, like Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema. Democrats fight against progressives. Look at how many people came out to stop Nina Turner. Even Joe Biden endorsed Shontel Brown over Nina Turner. So
no shit.
Absolutely willing to fight.
I mean, also, even the entire fucking, quote, progressive caucus. Pretty much, the entire system in itself is built, against any actual fundamental change, period. No shit. I mean, it's just what the fuck do you expect of this shit? You're definitely not going to get any actual, fundamental change, especially for someone that says, quote, nothing would fundamentally change under his administration.
To fight Republicans. They choose to fight members of their own party who actually want change. Now, Henry Cuellar's primary opponent, who's facing him in a runoff race on May 24th, decided to respond to this because, if you care about Roe, then you can't just say that. You have to put your money where your mouth is. And she called on them to withdraw support for Henry Cuellar. Take a look.
As the Supreme Court prepares to overturn Roe v. Wade, I am calling on Democratic Party leadership to withdraw their support of Henry Cuellar, who is the last anti-choice Democrat in Congress. At every turn, my congressman has stood in opposition to the Democratic Party agenda, from being anti-union to being anti-choice. And with the House majority on the line, Cuellar could very much be the deciding vote on the future of reproductive rights in this country.
You think these establishment Democrats are going to be listening to this and give a shit?
Cannot afford that risk. On May 24th, we will defeat the last anti-choice Democrat, and South Texas will finally have a representative in their corner who will fight for their health care, their jobs, and their freedom.
I
hope Democratic Party leadership won't stand in the way of delivering for South Texan families, and I'm ready to work with them to deliver on the Democratic agenda. But we cannot do this alone. We can win this, but it's going to take all of us. We only have 20 days to get this done. If you live in the district, I hope to
don't give a fuck about anything but money and power. Of course. Which is why they're okay with this type of shit. Because especially while there's, kind of a growing labor movement going on, something like, the abolishing of Roe versus Wade, is a really perfect distraction, too. That also is a very major social detriment. So you actually have to legit, spend some time and focus, and prioritization to try to, reverse this type of shit. Going back half a fucking century. So it's just it's legitimately a perfect fucking strategy to make sure that, at the end of the day, people's, general outcomes are still fucked and are, still having to just kind of suck up what the overall conditions are in the country. While at least fight for some that's, over in the grand scheme of things, could be considered kind of marginal shit. Because at least with Roe v. Wade, like, there's going to be all these different Democratic states that are still going to have it. And, you know, with those different states and shit, there's going to be a massive influx of a lot of people probably either going to those states, you know, or moving there just outright. I mean, on top of that, like, I mean, there's going to be, you know, just a continuous, like, more radical push, you know, to the point where I think, and I'm honestly, you know, kind of think it should probably be an idea about, like, at least, you know, heavily curtailing the Supreme Court, you know, at least to some extent, or at least in my mind, like, you know, maybe just, like, you know, cutting them down to the point where they're almost just there for fucking aesthetics. Because the idea that they could just, like, you know, have an ability to have, like, such an insane, you know, precedent set, you know, on this type of shit, you know, where they could just, like, reverse and just, like, basically make up whatever the fuck they want on the fly. And also lie, too, just, you know, whenever they fucking want. Like, cause you have all these, you know, Republican-style fucking, you know, Supreme Court nominees are all like, oh yeah, Roe v. Wade's a precedent, you know, so we'll just leave it as is, and, you know, but of course they're all fucking lying about it. So it's like, they're only there for their own personal, like, you know, agendas. Like, it's all there for, you know, just nothing but, like, you know, political backstabbing and, you know, power grabbing.
Took half.
Should move here to escape the Oregon dictatorship. You should move here to escape the Alabamian fascist state.
Order campaign from wherever you are. Please consider chipping in $10, $20, $30, whatever you can do, or joining one of our phone banks. Please go to JessicaCisneros4Congress.com. That's Jessica Cisneros, CISNEROS for Congress.com to get plugged in. Thank you so much for your support.
She should not have to do this. One of the stipulations from getting the endorsement and support and money from Democratic Party leadership should be that you unapologetically would defend the right to an abortion. But they're backing him over somebody who does, who's progressive. And he was raided by the FBI, and they're like, still, we'd rather have him than the progressive. It is.
What?
They're like,
wow, so Suelar also was fucking, you know, raided by the goddamn FBI and shit. Oh my god. Man, these the fucking Dems literally did not give an iota of a fuck. Like, I mean, when are people just gonna fucking learn this? Like, the Republicans just at least are open about that. So, but the Democrats always, you know, like to put this fucking veneer and this whole little, like, fake facade of, like, oh, we're actually for you, and basically just use you as a goddamn pawn every step of the way. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. And we're supposed to take these motherfuckers seriously. And they're supposed to be the harm reduction. But yet, like, all the same shit that we're crowing about, like Trump or whatever the fuck, are basically happening under him. Like, the curtailing of women's rights and shit. It's like, we're, you know, like, that was happening on Trump, but guess what? It's happening literally now, and even on a more accelerated pace now with the fucking revocation of Roe v. Wade happening. You know, and now, like, same thing with deportation of immigrants and shit, just more specifically towards, like, Haitians. Like, Joe Biden has a very vehement, like, disdain and hatred for, like, Haitians. Like, I mean, there was, like, a massive earthquake that was, like, I think the early 2000s, late 90s that happened in Haiti and shit. And he was, like, asked about it or some shit, and he was basically just like, oh, yeah, I mean, it wouldn't matter if, like, Haiti fell 300 feet below the sea and, you know, just kind of forgotten about, or if it, like, you know, lifted up 300, you know, feet above the sea, you know, it wouldn't matter, blah, 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 blah. Like, he basically, you know, just, like, basically half-assedly said, like, yeah, if it was basically just kind of wiped out and forgotten about, like, I wouldn't give a shit. It's like, he just, like, he has a very strong, for some reason, just distaste for, you know, a country like Haiti. It's just like, ugh. It's just like, what a fucking racist shitbox. Coke, Pepsi. Here. Oh. What the fuck?
This is back.
Got some Alex Jones news?
Alex Jones is back, and this is quite a video here, man. He's got a little bit of bragging to do for all of us, and you're gonna see why.
Guess what? You must have made the donor mad. I don't know who they are, where they are. They could be in Japan, could be in the U.S., could be who knows where. I appreciate them. Whoever they are bought hundreds of millions of dollars of Bitcoin at a lower price back in 2016, never spent any of them, and is now giving us $1 million of Bitcoin. And you must have upset them, whoever they are, because, oh, sorry to the left and the globalists, they gave us $1 million more on Saturday. Let me break that for you while you sit there and say we're covering it all up and hiding it in bank accounts and all this crap.
There was very detailed reporting that he indeed was shuffling money around into shell companies to...
Oh my god, I love it. The leftists and the globalists. Who do you think that you're trying to undermine and hide under? It's like, Jesus Christ. I can't really do the Alex Jones thing right now, but oh my god, I just love it when he's always, you know, going off about the globalists. Like, Jesus Christ. It's just like, goddamn, they need to, like, really chill the fuck out.
The litigation, he doesn't have to pay out more money. Like, if you hide the money in some weird, semi-legal ways, then he might not have to pay out as much because his assets won't be as much. That was the gist of it. So he's trying to act like that wasn't real. That was definitely a real story. There was a lot of detail in there. But somebody gave him, it was either $1 million, or it sounded like he may have said at one point $1 million, then another $1 million came in.
So at least like $2 million.
Ooh, imagine donating $1 million or $2 million to Alex Jones.
Dude, when he had the llamas, dude, I loved it.
So, we no longer have $3 million in the company, barely enough to make payroll and operate my product. We now have $5 million, and we're. Guess what? You must have made the donor mad. I don't know who that.
Wow. I mean, there was that video. We covered it on our show of Alex during the litigation begging, quote, big donors to give him money. So understand something. Despite everything that went on and all the social media bans, he was never really in financial trouble. Because he was absolutely swimming in cash that he made over the years from...
I mean, considering that he was basically a snake oil salesman, you know, like, half the time, I mean, of course. Like, he was definitely going to have a lot of shit, like, hiding in the back. I mean, he had, like, a little mattress, you know, stuffed full of, like, $100 bills and shit from his snake oil products and all that shit. So, of course. It wasn't just membership fees, you know, people just listening to him. Because at least, you know, a good chunk of those people listening to him are most certainly buying their products at least once. If not pretty regularly.
Were at one point on YouTube and elsewhere. But mostly from his InfoWars store, where he sells, like, everything. He sells, like, you know, merchandise, clothes and shit. He was selling these super questionable supplements, then there's been deep dives on those supplements, and of course they're bogus and they're trash. But he made, I don't remember the dollar amount, but it was like tens of millions of dollars from in a single year from his InfoWars store. And so I'm sure he's got a bunch of that money stashed away in other places. Even before he did the shuffling during the litigation, I'm sure he had done some shuffling before. So financially, it depends what happens with the court here and how much they fine him or whatever for the civil lawsuit to pay these people for the Sandy Hook stuff. But I'm sure he's fine. And now you got an anonymous donor getting $1 million or $2 million. I don't know. You guys tell me. Let's watch from the beginning again. It sounds like he says he gives $1 million, then he gave another $1 million. So
guess what? You must have made the donor mad. I don't know who they are, where they are. They could be in Japan, could be in the U.S., could be who knows where. But I appreciate them. Whoever they are.
I like how he specifies Japan as one of the countries. It's just like Japan, the U.S., could be anywhere. It's just like, okay.
There's a Bitcoin at a lower price. Back in 2016, never spent any of them, and is now giving us $1 million of Bitcoin. And you must have upset them, whoever they are, because, oh, sorry to the left and the globalists, they gave us $1 million more on Saturday.
Yeah.
Let me break that for you.
So somebody gave him $2 million. Why does that happen to Alex Jones? Why can't somebody give me $1 million? I'm over here trying to do a good show and put out positive ideas and break down the news in a way.
I mean, hey, I'm just literally just trying to scrape by and make a living. I mean, I could probably use $1 million too there, bucko. Like, you're more better off than me, dude.
Objective and nuanced, and I've never woken up to a fucking $1 million donation. What the fuck? But he gets one? The guy who's like, Sandy Hook's an inside job and it's fake. And it's crisis actors and shit. That guy gets $1 million. There's no
Kyle's just so upset.
in this world, y'all.
There's no justice in the world.
You know what? Fuck the $1 million, but if you guys can give me a couple bucks on Patreon, I would really appreciate that. Just a couple bucks a month is all I ask. The link is in the video description box below. Shameless ass plug, but if he's getting $1 million from a random ass donor, you can hook a brother up with like $2 or $5 or $7 or some shit on Patreon.
Oh my god.
Thank you to everybody who already is a donor on Patreon. I really appreciate it.
Is he just gonna spend the rest of his time just plugging?
Without you guys.
You literally do this at the end of your videos.
And I'm floored. And I'm super butthurt. Why? Why him? What the fuck? There's so many hosts out there doing a decent job. There's so many people working regular jobs. At least I get to do what I love for a living. There's so many people doing decent, like, regular jobs.
Yeah, now he's talking about me. He's talking about people like
$1 million. Like, this guy.
Yeah.
Alex Jones.
Yeah.
$1 million.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Kyle.
$2 million from somebody.
Not just me. Just give everyone $1 million.
Just advocating for left economic ideas.
Be like Oprah Winfrey, that shit.
Nobody wants to give you big money because you're like, hey, I think you should get taxed more, bro. And nobody with a lot of money is like, I want to give that guy money. They're like, fuck that guy. Let's
Boo.
the algorithm. Hide him in the algorithm somewhere so nobody sees his shit. Anyway, there you go. I mean, I don't have much commentary on this other than the fact that this is fucking wild. This is wild. I'm astonished.
Are you? I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm also just kind of like amused by his commentary where he's just extremely significantly butthurt by this. I love it. He's so butthurt. I mean, hey, I definitely don't disagree. Oh my god. I want to see the response to this. 90% chance that Alex bought Bitcoin and sent this to his own company, right? 99.99. This is what happens. Honestly, like, maybe. Who knows? I'm all dead. I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like there was probably some random ass son of a bitch that did that shit, but like, man. But yeah, there really ain't no justice in this world. Where people like Alex Jones still get to kind of walk around, do their weird shit. At least he's kind of entertaining, kind of. Fucking got, like, Roe v. Wade being revoked, and got, like, you know, like, actual, like, fucking fascistic tendencies rising in the country left and right. It's like, ugh, gross. Where's our justice? Where's the justice we're supposed to have in this world? Boo-boo. You sweet little thing. You sweet little puppy baby. Oh my goodness, a big old stretch. You little stretchy boy. You wanna come here? Yeah? You wanna come here? You wanna come here, buddy? Come here. What do you want here? Come here. Come here. Zukov. Come here, baby. Baby. Zukov. 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 Come here, bud. Zukov. 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 Hey. Hey. Zukov. Oh my god. Zukov. Come here. Come here. Bro. Zukov. 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 Bro. Dude. Come here. Would you get over here? You big stretchy little mongoloid. Come here. You big goof. Oh, you big goofy baby boy. You super mutt, you. Oh, look, you're so cute. You're so warm too. Oh, look at you, you're so sweet. Just sweet little baby. Oh, just sweet little baby. Oh. Look at you, little goof. Oh. Here. Oh, look at you, little goofball. Yeah. Yeah. Just a sweet little thing. Yeah, sweet little thing, you. My goodness. Look at you. You're ridiculous. You're just so ridiculous. You just sweet little thing. Yes, you is. Oh, there's something up there. Oh. Oh, you big goofball. Come up here. Oh, come up here. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. he's trying to figure it out. It's like, how do I get comfortable? Look at you. You big goof. Oh, you big sweet boy. You're like a little heater. I like a little furry heater. I like that. Oh, you sweet baby. You're just a sweet little baby. What? Oh, my god. You're ridiculous. This is ridiculous, bro. This is all ridiculous. You got just this insane thickness going on here. The insane thick. Oh. Is it Puppy Fantastico? No. That name is just like way too convoluted. Oh. Dog, I swear your head is heavier than mine. What the hell? Oh. Big little goof. Why is your head like flopped, dude? What, like, is that comfortable to you? Like, seriously? Uh-oh. Oop. Oh. Oh. There. Thanks. This is comfortable. Yeah. This I'm being sarcastic. This isn't exactly comfortable. Yeah. There we go. Ah! He's so goofy. Especially with those little ears. Look at his little flipped ears. He just looks like such a goofball. You look like just such a little goofball with those ears all flipped. You goofy thing. You goofy baby. Ugh. Mm. Oh. You big goofy. Yeah. I'm just gonna pin you down with a major bear hug. And you can't escape. Ah! Do you mind? Oh. You cannot escape. Oh my god, you goofball. Well, we got one here. Ah! No! Ah! Why? No! Ah! Why? Do you mind? Do you mind? Bruh! No! Stop! Ah! What the hell? What the hell? What was that about? What the fuck was that about? That was absurd. Oh, you knew I was doing it. Yeah, that was retaliation, bro. Ah! No, you got my lip. Oh, there we go. Eh. You big goof. You big goof. What is up with you? Look at you. You're ridiculous. He's trying. You're trying. You goof. Such a goof. You have like a little smushy nose. Your nose is so smushy. Smoosh. Smoosh. You probably don't like it. You're just getting all more feisty. You just get more feisty as time goes. Ugh. You big goof. Oh my god. Well, this is just more ridiculous. You did this to yourself. Oh my god, you better be careful. Little dog drum. You're just a goof. Why are you just a... That didn't feel good. And for that, you're getting off my lap. You jerk. Really? You're gonna just do that to me? Hey. Seriously, bro? When I'm trying to recover, I don't need to recover more. Oh, it's just starting to feel like, you know, I'm getting a little better outside of, like, nasal shit at this point. That's tea. You don't need that. Caffeine bad for you. Like, it is actually bad for you. It's toxic for dogs. Look at you. You really are a little anarchist. You really are, aren't you? A little bomb thrower to things. He really does do that sometimes. Like, I'll, straight up, like, I've had times where I'll, like, during my lunch or during my breaks, I'll, like, you know, have some food left over. So I'll leave it in here. But sometimes my friend happens to be working on his car. So while he's here, I listen to just kind of hang out with him. You know, so he goes back and forth from in here and outside all the time. So sometimes he'll literally sneak, you know, some of my fucking food. And sometimes you should not at all be eating it, but you do it anyway because you're a little shitmeister. Like pizza sticks and stuff like that. Because there's things like garlic and onion powder and you don't need that at all. It's bad for you. Little jerk. Especially if, like, the food I make, like, I put onion and garlic powder in, like, everything. Let's see what Irrational Ashes got. Anna Kasparian goes viral and makes headlines for passionate rebuke. Ooh, really, huh? It's been a long time since I heard Anna Kasparian. I'm willing to...
In themselves, they're good. They're good. They don't care about you. Make sure you understand that. You feel it in your bones. They don't care about you.
Young Turks host Anna.
Whoa. Okay, that actually woke me up. Holy fuck. Whoa, what? What happened? Jesus. Okay, Anna. Fuck. Alright. What happened? I actually woke up from that.
For a passionate rebuke of Republican and Democratic lawmakers
Evidently.
over the recent news that the Supreme Court is about to overturn Roe v. Wade. Now, I have a couple of clips here to share, the one that's gone viral and another one that Fox News references in their coverage. But first here, before I get to the first clip, I want to share this resource that Anna Kasparian actually shared out yesterday during one of her segments, because this is the most important thing. So, tyt.com/mybodymychoice, resources here in terms of those being impacted by this soon-to-be decision. So go there, check this out, and send this to others as well. I will link to it below the video. Fantastic links here to help people out in what will be a devastating decision. Now, let me get to the first clip. So this is the one that's gone viral. This has over 1 million views on Twitter. I'm sure it has more because people clip the video out and do their own separate videos. So a lot more than just 1 million. But regardless, this is a fantastic moment here. The day that this news first broke.
We don't even have affordable childcare in this freaking country. Okay, and the people who fight against those kinds of laws are Republicans.
And yet...
What do you want them to do with their kids when they have to go to work? What do you want them to do? What do you want them to do? I want them to answer that freaking question. Answer the question. Journalists, ask them the question. Ask them.
Jeez, damn.
Ask them.
Isn't it...
Whoa. Well, that woke me up, and it's just like...
Ask them the goddamn question. God.
Isn't it amazing that not one Democrat has shown 1% of the passion that Anna has today?
They don't care.
They don't care.
I don't think they've had any of that in, like, the last, like, century.
They don't care.
They're all so old, they don't even have to worry about it affecting them.
Well, maybe
They're young enough
not century, but...
They'll get their abortion.
They're gonna fly to
They're
Paris.
trading individual stocks, enriching themselves. They're good. They're good. They don't care about you. Make sure you understand that and you feel it in your bones. They don't care about you at all. All of that fundraising, all of that canvassing, all of that hard work on the ground, they can't even get a voting rights bill passed. They're losers.
Trisha Briggs writes in, thank you, Anna, for communicating this momentous injustice and the rage we're all feeling today. That's exactly right.
Jenks is just like, all right, I need to be the voice that at least sounds very calm here. I need to be the calm voice here. Oh, damn. I mean, but she really isn't, like, fucking wrong. Like, yeah, like, all this, like, you know, direct action for the whole, like, harm reduction and doing the whole, like, vote blue no matter who canvassing and shit. Like, look where it fucking gets you. Like, she really is not fucking wrong. And, yeah, like, I mean, if I wasn't, like... still recovering from being sick and shit, I'd probably, be really kind of joining in with that a little bit, because, fuck. I mean, I haven't even watched TYT in straight up fucking years, so it's actually kind of a first, because a part of, what I was watching it for a little bit is, like, they actually were like this occasionally. So it's like, oh, so I'm wondering, are they actually going to kind of, like... go back to being a little bit more rabble-rousey again, or what? Because, I mean, shit. Like, if this shit keeps happening, I might actually start watching them again. At least tuning in a little more often, just, outside of, like, maybe once every few years.
Someone else enraged.
Now, a reminder, I have a second clip coming up that I think is equally fantastic, but before I get there, this was amazing. And you can see why people are sharing this around, why they feel connected to this. Because this is exactly how they feel, the anger they are feeling. And you do not often or ever see this from reporters, from journalists, from hosts, anchors in media. They always try and play it cool, try and play it neutral. Your
gotta
job
be neutral.
as somebody in the press is to...
We need to seem like we're bipartisan and neutral and, like, are willing to work across the aisle and stuff like that.
Represent the people, represent society against the powerful. Anna does that better than anyone I've seen. Now,
I mean, at least in that clip, yeah.
For a journalist out there whose job isn't to, just do opinion, and I understand that, but when it comes to anchors, when it comes to hosting and discussing the news and how this impacts society, This is the kind of anger and passion you should be seeing from people in media, and you simply do not see it. And look, it's directed here at both parties for good reason. For one, Republicans, you know, they're the ones, this is their issue.
Yeah, I did notice that too. Like, she started with the Republicans, but she immediately, like, went to Democrats too. Like, especially when Jenka kind of put a little extra detail to it, because, like, yeah, they're both at fault for this shit. Like, you know, because honestly, the current administration could have easily just codified this shit, you know, just made sure it was solidified, you know, from the get-go. You know, but, nah, they decided not to. You know, and, you know, like, there's at least that, you know, there's, you know, a lot of different, you know, elements of, like, the supremacy clause and other shit that you could just override a lot of these different states, you know, trying to push anti-trans bills and all this other shit. Like, you know, there's ways where you can actually, like, stop a lot of this whole, you know, like, Republican, you know, harm or whatever the fuck, you know, when it comes to this whole harm reduction shit. But, no, they just sit on their ass and do nothing besides, you know, making for, you know, excellent uses, you know, for ad campaigns for 2022. Perfect timing.
So obviously they deserve a lot of anger here. And of
It's
course,
a wonder why they didn't do shit up until this point. Because now they're all being kind of vocal about it, but hardly at all anyway. Because the ones that are, you know, are just only doing so very half-tacitly while they still support fucking anti-abortionists and shit.
helping people once they have the child. But even apart from that, the Democratic Party, they're in power. They have the White House, they have Congress. What are they doing? Now you can say, oh sure, Manchin, Cinema, what is Biden going to do? Look at what the Republican Party right now is doing to Madison Cawthorn. All of the Oppo research they're releasing about him, because he made the mistake of discussing their drug use and bedroom as so now they're trying.
I honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of have respect for some of these leaks as coming out. I still want to find the video. There's a video leak where apparently, like, you know, it's like, you know, him doing some gay. You know, and honestly, dead ass, I'm not even kidding. I kind of want to, for some research purposes and for evaluation and analysis, you know, for political commentary, I would like to, you know, find out where the deets, you know, of that video may be. Because honestly, it's just like, dude, my boy looking at you pretty sexy and fucking cross-dressed, so it's just like, what the fuck? I mean, honestly, I feel like he's just kind of an insecure, you know, young guy, and I feel like, you know, this type of shit might, you know, maybe, I don't know, like, it might get him to be a little bit more open about it, I guess, because, like, yeah, it's all bullshit a little bit, but, you know, like, yeah, you know what, fuck it, it is who I am, fuck you, like, I don't know. That kind of gives me a little hope, I guess, that maybe he's not as big of a piece of shit as he seems. Because initially I thought he was just like some young bug Trumpy kid type or whatever the fuck, but considering this shit, it's just like, oh, are you just like, you know, just kind of an insecure kid that just kind of got in the heat of it, and now you're in the neck of it all, you know, having a little fun, and you know, got leaked out a little bit. It's like, I mean, I don't know. It's like I feel like, if anything, I think it's a little bullshit because I kind of feel bad for it being leaked a little. But it's like, you know, it is a good example of like what you can do to just pressure one fucking person. And it's just like, you know, if the Republicans could do that with, you know, him, it's just like, you know, what the fuck are Dems doing? Like, I mean, how many times has LBJ took it like one person and like, you know, took him behind the, you know, like a smoke-filled back room and pressure the fuck out of him with shit? Like, I mean, you know, it's like shit. Like, that needs to be kind of the mentality with it. And honestly, it's just like, at least for Cawthorn, I mean, I actually kind of hope there's a redemption arc for him a little bit, because I do find, so, like, the fact that he is into this type of shit a little amusing.
Let's do that about Manchin, about Cinema. You don't think there's skeletons in there?
I mean, hold on. I mean, I didn't even realize he posted up the pics, but, like, I mean, it's like, come on now. I mean, I don't know about you, but, I mean, young man and fuck cross-dress, it's like, it's looking pretty fucking fine. Posing good, too. Like, that first picture where it's just like, it's like, god dang, like, he posed good.
How's it? Or even just open ones.
I guess you could say he's a poser.
Over the EpiPen scandal. There are actual things they can do, publicly and behind the scenes, to put pressure on them. And they are simply not doing it. So this anger is completely warranted. Now, I want to show you, first give credit to Zeke Gonzalez here, who initially shared this clipped it out, and it was, I'll also show you in a second here, shared by a conservative who tried to criticize it, but then got rebuked himself in the comments. But, so Zeke shared this out, and then made a headline on Real Pure Politics. Yashir Ali, journalist for New York Magazine, HuffPost, also shared it out in a positive framing. And then you had conservative here calling it a meltdown. This is...
It's a meltdown. I mean, considering that it's basically like 50 years of like abortion right protection is basically just being like thrown down the drain and shit, yeah, I think there's every right to have a quote meltdown over it. Like, yeah, there's every right to be fucking pissed off. Like 100%. Like, I mean, it's what? It's like every single time someone is just like, you know, vehemently pissed off, you know, it's just irrational and justified meltdown anger. It's like, no, sometimes there might actually be justification as to why someone's that way. It's not all just like, you know, just angry fucking, like, sheepish rage.
And angry about issues that actually affect society is a foreign idea to conservatives. They can't imagine anyone actually caring because they themselves are sociopaths. So when they see somebody angry about something that will actually negatively impact and lead to the deaths of more women, they call that a meltdown. Now, if you go through, I'll link to this, all my sources, I always link below the video. So you can go through this and check out the replies. The vast majority of them are just completely tearing him apart. It's obvious here that...
also, if I remember looking at it, I think I was also Ian Miles Strong, and that stupid dork fuck literally lives in Malaysia. So it's like, he isn't even affected by these issues whatsoever at all. So it's just like... why are you even commenting on it? Like, shut the fuck up.
Sorry.
Like, go be a weird dipshit conservative in Malaysia instead of, like, over here commenting on shit that, like, you could just, like, kind of gloat condescend about and shit, but never really have, like, any actual, like, you know, impact, you know, happen. So, good for you.
People also sharing this, like Zeke, actually care about this issue and how it's going to impact society. Now, just to put a pin on that point, that conservative who shared it out also lives in Malaysia, where they do in fact have access to legally mandated paid family leave. So.
Oh, I'm sure he'd probably be against the idea of that being taken away, though, if it actually came push to shove. So probably a massive, as they usually are, with conservatives, probably a massive fucking hypocrite. Wouldn't be surprised.
Even if he did, he is not at all impacted by this issue. Now, let me get to Fox News. So Fox News covered this as well, but they also covered a much larger clip because, of course, they have to make it more about Democrats. So in their headline, they write, progressive Young Turk host says she's done with Democrats, including the squad, disgusting, feckless. So... well, based?
I'll link to their full... I think about time that even, like, you know, like, there's people starting to kind of realize this, like... shit, if Anna's starting to kind of, like, you know, I might honestly, you know, check out, you know, TYT every now and then a little more often, I guess. Like, because, shit, if they're going to be a little more firebrandy about this shit, then nice.
Below this video as well, so you can watch the entire thing.
Baby.
But, yeah, she went on to blast, you know, Biden, Pelosi, Schumer, so I'm going to show you a bit of that now in this clip.
But the Republicans can actually make it illegal in California, New York, everywhere else. And you think they won't? Do you really think they won't? Do you think...
yeah, they will try. Honestly, the thing is, like, the repercussions of something like that happening would be fucking pretty enormous, honestly. So it's like, yeah, I do think they would try, but, like, I don't know if they would like the consequences. Like, honestly.
Darian, do you think they'll care about the arcane Senate rules? No, here's what McConnell's going to say on day one. Oh, the Democrats threatened it, so it's good enough. We'll now execute it. It's their fault.
Because McConnell, unlike these garbage Democrats, understands...
I wonder what she wanted to say. She paused herself. She tried to think of a more polite way to insult them.
And he wields it. He wields it. He wields it for evil. He does it to control. He does it to force his theocratic ideology onto all of us. That's what he uses it for. Whereas the Democrats, hey Nancy, how's your refrigerator doing? How's your luxury ice cream doing? Okay? How's all that going for you? The Democrats, listen, all of the bootlickers for the Democratic Party get so upset at me for telling the truth about how ineffective and pathetic Democratic lawmakers are. Go ahead and cry about it. Oh, but the real enemies are the Republicans. At least Republicans tell us exactly who they are.
Yeah, honestly, fucking true.
They don't even hide their cards.
Yeah.
They tell us exactly who
And that's why, honestly, in a lot of ways, Democrats tend to be worse because they fucking hide who they are. They're a lot more of a fucking snake than the Republicans are, because at least the Republicans are just blatantly open about who the fuck they are. We know who they are. We know what side they are. I mean, it's pretty fucking blatant. Like, we don't need to have, like, some weird, like, oh, well, are they really the Democrat? It's like, no. They're pretty detrimental to a lot of fucking, progress society. Like, yeah, we know what fucking side they're on. Like, Democrats, though, they have this nice little fucking, like, fog of veneer of being like, oh, we're actually on your side, but then won't do fucking shit. And if anything, we'll just stab you in the back, and if you happen to be, like, an immigrant, you might get deported anyway. If you happen to be fucking black, you're probably gonna, see the police get funded even more anyway, where you still are gonna probably be at risk of getting, like, heavily beat the shit out of, arrested, or shot. And just go down the fucking list. So it's just like, all these different things just continue to happen when it comes to the whole, like, addressal of harm, with the harm reduction and shit. But yet none of it ever fucking changes. It's like, and man, I really do, at least for me, it really does kind of, feel really nice that there are more and more people realizing this shit, considering the ineffectuality of it, for the last, like, I mean, not really necessarily just like the 2 or 3 election cycles, but really for more than that. Like the whole, like, charismatic centrist, like Obama style, like corporate-esque, Democrat, is just something that don't sell no more. It's like it barely skirted by last time. And now it's just because people were just so fucking sick and done with Trump. But at this point, I think a lot of people are realizing, Jesus Christ, would there have been a difference?
They're planning on doing. They scream it from the mountaintops.
Yeah.
And what do Democrats do? Do they do anything to prepare for it, to strategize, to ensure that they mitigate the damage that's done by right-wingers in this country? No, they're too busy fundraising. Nancy Pelosi's got
to make money.
Chuck Schumer, he can't do away with it.
Gotta lobby.
Because that would mean that he'd have to apply a little bit of pressure on goons like Kirsten Sinema and Joe Manchin. Ooh, can't do that. No, the reason why I go after Democrats is because A, they deserve it, and B, they deceive us. They lie to us. And they tell us that they're going to fight for us, and they do the exact opposite. They fold immediately. Nancy Pelosi, on the record, said, we need strong Republicans. Oh, I bet you do, Nancy. I bet you do. Without the strong Republicans, how would you fundraise? You pathetic corporate goon.
Now,
damn.
While I was watching this, I was
based rant.
Reminded. I reminded myself of this little gif here. No lies detected. No lies detected. Just a fantastic, passionate rebuke of both of these parties. They're more particularly the Democratic Party because of just their complete failure, and they're not even trying. I mean, failure assumes you're actually trying. They're not even trying to do anything about this. They're just trying to fundraise.
Yeah, they're succeeding in not trying. That's what they're doing. Like, they're not fucking, failing at trying. They're just succeeding at not trying. That's what's really going on. And it's working pretty perfectly for them, all in all, as it stands.
Just absolutely.
Despite, the conditions in the country getting worse.
Party is. Now, there are members, of course, within the party trying to do more, but they couldn't even be bothered to endorse Nina Turner, who would help to add to their numbers. The main issue now with, the so-called squad or the progressives, the actual progressives in Congress, the one that actually want to see, Medicare for all, and I do believe they want those issues. But if they're not going to use their power to fight for them by growing their numbers, that's how they would do it. They need to grow their numbers. And to grow your numbers, you have to support people that are challenging sitting members like Nina Turner, challenging Chantel Brown. If you're not going to endorse those fighters trying to challenge those sitting members who do not support your issues, then how do you expect to win on those issues? You don't.
Because they've been co-opted.
I have the numbers.
Like, honestly, like, that's probably just really it. Like, they've either been, like, you know, persuaded enough or just co-opted, you know, to the point where they're just, like, in bed with part of that establishment. Like, I mean, like, wasn't Chantel fucking, like, a part of the Progressive Caucus and, like, a corporate caucus as well? So it's just, like, you know, for a lot of these people, it's just, like, it's just a little fucking game where you can just, you know, put, you know, 2 feet in this, you know, 2 different fucking, you know, like, boats and just be like, yep. You know, it's like, yeah, I could be progressive and a corporate shit lib at the same time. Because why not? It's like, Jesus Christ. Ugh. But, man, like, honestly, based rants, like, holy shit. Like, I really honestly deadass wish we saw, like, a lot fucking more of that. Not just from her, though, but from a lot of fucking people. Can't read some of the comments on it. Well, like this one. Of course, they don't care. It blows my mind that so many voters are so attached to their party leadership. Well, you wouldn't be able to have the fucking, like, tribalistic back and forth without it. Gotta make sure people are persuaded and bought into the whole fucking party line game. Here, see if there's any other, like, see if there's our random little things on the tube here. Near the 3-hour mark too, so might call it good around that point. So, man, let's just get a little bit of food in me and all that fun shit. Cellular talk up kind of going over and same shit why Dems are just failures. Dems commit to Trump bad strategy. You. Like, that's gonna work at all anymore at this point. Imagine things like working conditions, wages, student loan debt, shit like that is probably, like, fundamentally way more fucking important. Because if you actually, I don't know, did something, then you wouldn't necessarily have to need to do that. But, of course, it's part of the fucking game. Because how else will they fundraise and lobby? I actually need to make sure I share that with my friends. I don't think I share that with them. Because I know they'll probably enjoy that. The man accused of attacking Dave Chappelle on stage at the Hollywood Bowl will now face felony charges? What? Really, huh? Won't get a felony charge. How curious. Yeah, There's actually a comment that probably rationalizes it. Dude got beat down by a entire entourage. He double jointed in places that shouldn't be. There's Chappelle suppressed charges further. He thinks the moron learned a valuable lesson that night already. Probably. Because I'm pretty sure, like, the medical bills and all that shit are probably going to be a lot fucking more worse. And already bad as it is. Damn. I love it. I kind of find it's like, I mean, it's like, I mean, honestly, it's like he probably should at least face charges, just because, like, I mean, this is like the second time recently where like a comedian got like just straight up assaulted on a stage. So it's just like, is this shit just gonna be becoming like more of a thing? Because that's just gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? I mean, especially if there's, like, you know, a performance going on, just, like, rushing the stage or some shit. It's not exactly a good idea. It's not a good idea at all. Oh. Thunderstorms tonight? Is this what it's saying? No, it's all incoming. Heavy rain, mountain snow, and thunderstorms. Ooh. One of the wettest and coolest Aprils on record. That trend is expected to continue for the upcoming week of rain, mountain snow, and possible thunderstorms. Cool. It's already been raining like fucking shit all day today too. So, yeah, I could just only imagine like how bad it is in some other places. It's honestly kind of nice that it's actually been kind of a more cooler, wetter spring in comparison. I mean, actually will kind of make sure that even if it is kind of a hotter summer, that like the land will at least stay a little bit more moist and actually have like some soil that won't like go immediately right into a drought again. Oh, what the fuck? Putin to undergo cancer surgery. Putin has cancer? I bet like 90% of the world is just like, that cancer better be terminal. Half the world just like, immediately upon hearing that news, that better be terminal. Please be terminal, please be terminal. Not really too much else. Aside from basically all the usual insane, crazy bullshit going on right now. Yay. Feeling like I enjoy playing group therapy with you. What? Don't know what that is. Oh shit. Get the hair out of there. Boo. Okay, need to quit browsing too. Stream not much. If there was, I'm pretty sure I already checked out all the shit. Because now it looks like it's just nothing but memes. Oh, glorious memes. but I have need not for MMs right now. If anything, like I said, a little bit of food, and probably just a little bit more personal gaming time. It's probably what's calling my name. Huh. Is YouTube starting to like take notice of what I want to get? Why I started only using this foldable kayak? It's like I'm been thinking about getting one. Just like, what the fuck? Oh my god, I love one of the comments. Man, I ain't gonna lie, my fat ass ain't about to put my faith in that. I'm gonna hop in and the sides of that sucker just gonna weep because I'm gonna be sinking almost instantly. Damn, this person got no faith in himself. At least like their I like their attitude about it though. So the person's just like think it looks like a death trap. It's like, I don't know. Foldable kayaks don't look like they are. They just look like they might be leaky. But I'm assuming there's probably some sort of system that prevents that. Or some sort of thing. But anyway, I think we're gonna grab myself some food now, so I'll call it good. So at least for now, but peace out, and of course I'll be back around for that next one, and hopefully feeling a little more better. So